Hey, everybody, good morning on Sunday morning. So, more rain on the way today, continuing to sag south. So, some of us are just going to get some rain. Some of us down to the south going to pick up some thunderstorms, probably within the next few hours. Drying out a little bit this afternoon, may even get a break in the cloud cover like we had yesterday with some sunshine late day. More rain comes through tomorrow. I think it's all rain, maybe a few small thunderstorms. We'll take a look at that. We dry out by Tuesday. I see another wave pushing through Wednesday night into Thursday, but that's going to move pretty quick before we dry out a little bit again toward the end of the week. So that is the big picture for your Sunday morning forecast. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at composite radar first. This just kind of shows what's going on overall. Take a look with me at the storm motion that we have this morning. Keep it in mind again, here is our boundary down to the south. That's going to move, I think, by tomorrow, and that kind of governs what happens into Monday. I'll show you what I mean. But look at this morning, this overall storm motion there you can see is almost due west to east. The storms themselves within are going to be pushing off to the south and the east, but look at the progression that is looking east this morning. That kind of shows the overall situation. So as we come in here a little bit closer regionally, let's take a look at what's happening right now. To find the big stuff, we got to go out to Wichita. Let's take a look out here where we really have had some storms bubble up in the last couple of hours. We've had some 60 to 70 mile per hour winds out here. I'm looking south of Kingman. So this is all to the west of Wichita along 54 highway right now that is severe warned again as this all moves east. So we'll come back here a little bit closer to home, and I mean we're just on the northern periphery, right, of the warm sector. So this as things continue to sag to the south, a lot of this precipitation just hasn't been able to make it too far north. So I think the northernmost rainfall right now is out here around Lynn Valley, Lacine, not yet raining over in Archie, Adrian, picking up some rainfall in Butler, moving south down to Rich Hill. Things pick up as we go south as expected, right? So down here south of Fort Scott. But I'm not seeing thunderstorms over on the Missouri side right now. Let's check down around Springfield, down here south of Nixa, down toward Ozark. There are some small thunderstorms getting going down there. I think it's all just rainfall, and it may stay that way. Yeah, so Oklahoma picking up the brunt of things, and I'll go ahead and show you. Let's do, where are we headed next? Let's do that first. So this is what I see going through the next few hours, continuing, keeping in mind that easterly motion, right? So we're keeping an eye on Wichita. Keep an eye on this area here, Wichita down to about Fayetteville, right? As things go through, we stay on as far as east central Kansas, west central Missouri is what I'm talking about here. We just kind of stay on that northern periphery, right? So where are we at now? So we're up to about 11 noon today. I'm looking at some thunderstorm activity down around Chanute, Erie, possibly Parsons, Coffeyville, Caney, Kansas, Edna, headed over Oswego, possibly Baxter Springs. But let me back out and you can just kind of see this southeasterly motion again. Pittsburgh, Kansas, possibly Veneta, Oklahoma. This is our hot spot for thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll have to see how intense they may get. I'm up to about 1 p.m. now. So moving across the lunchtime hour for your holiday Sunday. And then I think things clear out, right? Once again, kind of like yesterday. Back out a little bit here so you can find where you are. Yeah, here we are moving through the afternoon hours. Up into the evening now, about 7 p.m. Let me drop back a couple of forecast cycles so we can keep going and see what happens. Things pick up again this evening, right? But I mean, we stay kind of on that edge, right? So here we are. Let's see. This is about 7 a.m. on Monday morning. So Monday, I think, is a rainy day. It's just mixed. We have light showers, a few pockets of heavier showers. They're just going to meander on through. Monday just keeps going into the early morning hours of Tuesday. This is now about midnight. 2 a.m. on a very, very early Tuesday morning before things push on out of here. So that's the system. It's going to take its sweet time moving on out. Reinforcing, I think this is gone. Yeah, for 7 minutes, we have not had this mesoscale discussion, which is telling us that where thunderstorms will pick up. We'll see what they do put out for some more advisories coming through. But I think that kind of colors the rest of the day today, that this area here is where we're going to see that thunderstorm activity. So if you're not in that zone, I think you can breathe just a little bit easier for thunderstorms today. Continuing that theme, sagging south, here's excessive rainfall risk. We're down into Oklahoma and a little bit of Arkansas right now for the moderate risk area. Some of us, west central Missouri, Missouri. Not even still in it as far as today goes anyway. So what am I looking at for rain amounts? It would be this. So, I mean, continuing that southerly theme, this is just today. In fact, this is going through, what am I up to? About 7 a.m. Monday. So how much are we going to get for the next little bit? West Central Missouri, half inch. 0.33 up here in Harrisonville, 0.40 around Clinton. Doesn't get over half an inch until looking like closer to Nevada. You may get 3/4 of an inch over on the Kansas side. So that is just kind of taking things one step at a time. This is what happens headed into Monday. Remember, I showed you on radar view where that warm boundary was picking up. It's going to push just a little bit further north. And that's going to scoot all this precipitation up here, but I think it's just going to keep it all rain. So that's what's going to push that precip that was sagging to the south through on Monday. So I think come Monday, we could pick up something like 1.5 inches down around Nevada, inch and maybe 1/4 over towards Clinton. Up around Kansas City, I think come Monday, you only have, maybe 1 inch, possibly just a little bit less coming through. So just one step at a time, like I said, taking its sweet time. So I think we get a break after Tuesday. This is what I see. Some high pressure taking over for Tuesday, actually. So that's going to be a good thing. But I do see another round. This is going to move through Wednesday night into Thursday. Keep an eye on the middle of your screen here for Kansas and Missouri, Wednesday night into Thursday. But the good news about this one is it moves pretty quick. I do see a mix of showers and thunderstorms in there. And then, hey, all is not lost by Thursday. High pressure takes back over. We get a little bit of a dry out. Also, good news. In the middle of all that, I'm going to use Harrisonville numbers for temperature trend today. Yours might just be a little bit different, but looking at Monday being the coolest, where we only get up to 60, 65 by Tuesday. A little warming trend is going to set in after that, 72 on Wednesday, but by next weekend, I see possibly peaking out in the 80s. So that's what I got for you this morning. It is Sunday morning. Like I say, I think most of us are just going to have showers possibly popping through. If you are down there in southern Kansas, I'm looking at southeast Kansas, headed over towards Joplin. Heads up for thunderstorms through the next few hours, probably until early afternoon. For the rest of us, it's just rainfall for the next couple of days. I'll keep an eye on things, and I'll keep you posted. Have an awesome Sunday, and I'll catch you back later.